Hi, I'm Peaceful Nik the Medium, also known as the Psychic Scientist. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about how science proves mediumship is real. I'll be answering questions. I'll be pulling some quotes out of my favorite books. So I'm here to help you understand that science proves mediumship is real. I have a lot of different stuff going on. Hello and welcome. If you're joining, hello. I'm just getting started. I have a lot of stuff going on. On September 13th, I have a suicide loss gallery Zoom event that is on my website. Yes, thank you for the likes. On September 19th, medium Kathy Behrens and I are having the Spirit Exchange Gallery. It's 2 mediums for 90 minutes, and you potentially will get a reading. That is only $25. It's a la carte on my website. On October 10th, I have an addiction loss event. It is also a Zoom gallery, so you can join any of those. I am doing oracle card readings, one-on-one via Zoom with spiritual guidance, and oracle card email readings, as well as my regular mediumship readings. All my mediumship readings right now are half off, and they will probably be that way for the next few months. So get those now while they are half off. And so I want to talk about science and mediumship and how science proves mediumship is real. Some of you know, and some of you don't know, I am a scientist. I have a bachelor's degree in biology and a master's degree in astronomy, and I have studied a lot of physics as well. That comes with an astronomy master's degree. If you have questions about science and mediumship and how they go together, please let me know, because that's what I'm here to discuss tonight. Hopefully I'll get to some oracle card readings and maybe some mediumship readings. Let's see how the evening goes. So some of the books that I have read, and this one is my new book I'm reading now. This is The Afterlife Frequency by Mark Anthony. Not the singer. He is a lawyer and a medium, and I'm approaching the 3rd chapter of this book. I just got it a couple days ago, and this is scientific proof of spiritual contact and how that awareness will change your life. So I have been saying for a long time, and hello, everybody that is joining. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. I've been saying for a long time, and I have a playlist here on the Clock app that is Science Proves Mediumship is Real. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Holly. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. So in that playlist, I have one of the videos pinned at the top of my page, and it's about scientists proving consciousness does not die with our body. So that is a big part of what I've been saying for a long time. I got a lot of pushback on that video from some people who were super negative about that. But I'm here to tell you that as someone who was terrified that our consciousness did not go on beyond this earthly realm and had panic attacks 4 or 5 nights a week, where it woke me up out of a dead sleep and I would be screaming, that ever since I became a medium and a professional medium for the last 5 years or so, I've had one of those panic attacks in period, total, one. Yes. So I'm just looking at the chat here. So my mediumship and my thousands and thousands and thousands of readings that I've done and all of the evidence I've gathered from spirit to my clients has helped me to understand that our consciousness, our soul, our spirit goes on after this body dies. My belief has been, well, first of all, in physics, nothing can be created or destroyed. That's like the first law, right? The first law. You're either energy or you're matter. And our consciousness is energy. Our body's made up of matter, but at the tiniest parts of our body, the atoms, inside those atoms are energy quanta. So that's like a packet of energy. And that's what our consciousness is made of. And so our mind is separate from our spirit, our consciousness, our soul, however you define it for yourself. So when our body is born, a consciousness or soul inhabits our body. And when our body stops working, our consciousness or soul leaves our body. And so because this is in the quantum realm and our minds have a soul, that can allow a connection to the souls in the spirit realm. And so I've been saying that for a long time, and I just made a whole bunch of videos about this book today, which I'll be releasing over the course of the next couple of weeks. And so I'm super excited about that. And let me see what we've got here. I'm just gonna see. Okay, that's just exactly what I said. So a lot of the stuff is stuff I already mentioned. Quantum physics this is page 33 of this book. Quantum physics can explain the electromagnetic soul. That's what this author, Mark Anthony, states. It's the electromagnetic soul, EMS he calls it, or the afterlife frequency. Spirit communication, near-death experiences, our mutual interconnectedness and synchronicity. One of the originators of string theory, which is the little energetic particles inside the atoms, Dr. Michio Kaku has even said, eternal life does not violate the laws of physics. And I love that. So, share the live. So let's get some shares. Share the live. And let's see, we had a question up here. Faithy Poo, I'll get to the readings in a little bit. Cardiac Rose, so many unexplained events in medicine and science. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've interviewed some people, and they're posted on my YouTube channel, Near-Death Experiencers, who there's no way to explain how they survived and the things they saw. Okay. Hello, everyone joining. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Click those likes. I know it's Monday, and on the West Coast, it's pretty early. I'm East Coast now, and I don't like staying up that late. And my husband has the flu, so I need to be mindful of him going to bed at a decent hour. So, any questions about mediumship, spirit guides, anything like that? Let me know. Another book I have read is You Are the Universe by Deepak Chopra. Oh yes, Cardiac Rose. Loves listening to hospice nurses and their stories. Yeah, hospice nurse Julie, she's amazing. I follow her. How do you get connected with them? With the spirits? Anybody who wants to be trained, this is a very brief, is it a feeling or how does it work for you? Okay, so this is a great question, and I'm going to tell you what happened to me. So I was just trudging along in life in my science communication and education career. I was teaching science formally at a school, in high schools and in colleges. I also have a separate job where I'm a science communicator for a nonprofit Humans to Mars organization, and I'm still doing that. Hi, Molly. I answered some of your questions and stuff. I made videos, so those will be coming out in a few days. I'm so glad to see you here. So what happened to me is I'm just going along in my daily life and working and blah, blah, blah. This was right before COVID. And I got a phone call, and if you've heard the story, you know, I've told the story lots of times. And also, Molly, I know you said you wanted to watch my stuff. I made a bunch more videos today, so those will be coming out soon about science and mediumship. So I got a phone call from my sister who said, our friend's son died. Brandon is his name, and I have permission to share the story from his mother. I had not seen him in 25 years since he was a newborn baby. I had not seen his mother. I knew them when I was a teenager and hadn't seen them since because I had moved. As soon as she said that, in my head, I knew it was a drug overdose. Nobody told me that. I didn't know anything about him at all. And that was normal for me. I always knew things, and I thought everybody did. And then I found out later that everybody doesn't know things. It's called claircognizance. And it was an ability I always had. Like, the information's just in my mind. It's just there. It's just put there. Then a little while later, I went to take a nap. My house was quiet. It was daylight. I laid down. And within 10 seconds of laying down, I could see Brandon. Remember, I had not seen him since he was an infant. I could see him in my head talking to me, just like my face is right here in full color. He had short black hair. He had a gold chain and a red sweater. And I could see his face as plain as day. And he said, in my mind's eye, and he said, "Tell my mom I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it." And it was extremely dramatic. And I sat up, texted my sister. I eventually got a hold of the mom. We talked. I've given her a couple readings since then. That was all accurate. Everything that happened that day was all validated by his mother. Then I just was like, oh, it's a one-off, and I didn't really think much of it. Then a few months later, a very close friend of the family's grandmother passed away, and my son was at her bedside when she passed away. And I knew this woman. She and I had plenty of conversations. I had never been inside her house, but we'd had lots of talks, watching her granddaughter's basketball games and things like that. We would meet there and hang out and have dinner and stuff. And so she had a brain injury and was in hospice care at home, and it was time for her to pass. And my son was at her bedside, and she passed. And later that day, I could see in my head a red heart with her name on it, just black. It was like she was tapping my head almost with this picture over and over and over and over and over. I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't think about anything. And she was just driving me crazy. She's a very persistent person. Loved her to death. And so I texted my son. I said, oh my God, Dottie keeps showing me this red heart with her name on it, and I cannot make it stop. I don't know what to do. Like, I can't think. Hi, Rosie. And so 5 seconds later, my son texted me a picture of a red heart with her name on it. It was a keychain he had just picked up as she died, right at the moment after she died, like right afterwards, on her nightstand next to her bed. And I was standing in the kitchen. I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget it. My knees buckled. I had to grab the stove. Luckily, it wasn't on. And I could not believe it. And I thought, something's happening to my mind, and I've got to figure it out. Do I need a CAT scan? Or, because I'm a scientist. I wasn't thinking that I was going to get messages from loved ones who passed away. It just was not on my Nicole bingo card. I just didn't. So over time, hi, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. Over time, I found, I went on YouTube. I found a mentor. I took a bunch of classes. I overlapped them. I doubled up, and I have been a professional medium for about 5 years. And I do readings, and I'm starting oracle cards. I've been practicing with the oracle cards. And hi, Jackie. Because of my scientific background, I read a lot of books that have to do with, these are just a couple of the ones I have on my shelf, that have to do with science and spirituality. And they are backed by science. around the same time I finally started to understand. I must have missed something. Molly, love this. What again? Oh, thank you, Cardiac. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Rosie, I'm doing well. Molly, I think I missed part of your comment. Oh, Jackie said I had an awesome reading. Yay. About 5 years ago. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, that's about, yep. It's weird. Mine started right before COVID started. That's when I started getting the stuff. And I got trained pretty quickly, actually. My mentor was wonderful. And after about 6 months of my training, she's like, you're ready to start doing readings on your own. And I was actually shocked that she told me that, because I would have waited a long time. So, Cardiac Rose, I have been really interested in this since a close loved one passed. Yeah, so you were asking how I connect. So I come in my office, I do readings 3 days a week usually, and I do a bunch in a row. And I come in my office about an hour before. I try to have a nice, easy morning. I'll do my exercises. I'll watch some shows about spirituality just to try to get my mind in that space. I come in my office about an hour before. I play the hemi-sync sounds, and there's a really nice one with some beautiful colors that move around. Hemi-sync is to connect both sides of your brain and raise your vibration and frequency. You can get them on YouTube for free. But I say a prayer and set an intention, and I say, Dear God, spirit guides, loved ones in spirit, saints, angels, all sentient beings, please allow me to bring forward evidence of loved ones in spirit for whatever my client's name is, if I have their name. Please allow me to bring forward evidence that their loved ones continue to exist beyond this earthly realm, and allow me to bring messages of hope, healing, peace, and love. And then I do my meditation. And my meditation is, I take some deep breaths. Now, if you're spiritual and you're listening, because I know there's some mediums on here, don't do this unless you want to give a reading. Hi, Carol. I breathe, and then I raise my awareness. I expand my awareness. I surrender and trust that spirit will connect me. I shift my mind to the spirit world. I connect with whoever's there. Sometimes it takes several tries. If I had like a hectic morning, or I had, somebody just called me for some random thing right before, it might take me a few tries. If I'm under stress, it might take me a few tries. So then I connect, and then usually for a few minutes before the reading, I'll start getting images, I'll start getting words, I'll start getting physical feelings. I'll get a whole bunch of different things manifesting in my mind and my mind's eye, my body. And I'll take a little notes. I have, I'll turn the page, but I have notepads with a bunch of notes that I take. I write a bunch of notes in my notepad. I don't scribble like some mediums scribble. I don't scribble. I write words and I doodle. I draw little pictures. So that's what I normally do during my readings. And it takes practice. I had thankfully, oh, thank you, Cardiac Rose. I'm so glad. Thankfully, I had a very good friend who had a very, very large family and network of friends, because she actually worked for Deepak Chopra for a long time. And she set me up giving practice readings to probably 50 of her friends and family members. And that really helped build my confidence, because I was afraid to charge people until I knew I could really do a good job. Because, and certified medium Kathy knows, and everybody should follow her. She's amazing, and she's a wonderful medium and a wonderful animal communicator. We went through a lot of classes together, and we did tons of practice readings in the classes. But when you go through a lot of classes with the same people, you read them so many times that you know all their people. So you have to eventually step out and do readings for people that you don't know. And honestly, I'm more comfortable giving readings to people that I don't know, I've never met, and that I haven't given a lot of readings to. It's hard when you've given a lot of readings to the same person because you're not sure, will new information come through? Or especially if it's like one after another after another. If there's months in between, that's not bad. But if it's like constant, which you should wait 3 months in between readings anyway. Oh, thanks, Rosie. That's sweet. When you do a reading, do you see our loved ones as we did? Jackie wants to know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have a lot of visuals. That's called clairvoyance. Sometimes I have more clairaudience where I hear it inside my head. Sometimes I have words typed across my head. Like a lot of times for physical problems, I'll either feel it or I'll see words. I like this past week I had like 10 COPD cases in a week. It was weird. Like it was a whole bunch of people all booked at the same time with their loved one who passed from the same. And I did that on a live the other night too. So sometimes I'll see the words written out and sometimes I'll feel a pain. Sometimes I can see them exactly what they look like. It just, every communicator from spirit is different. And every medium is different. And so each communication is different. There's no two are the same. Sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm writing on my notepad, and it's as if the person in spirit is sitting next to me, just feeding me information, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they go so fast, I can't keep up. And sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get information. And that could be for many, many different reasons. It could be me, it could be them, it could be just a combination of our frequencies matching up or not matching up. Thank you for the follows. Bye, honey. Bye, Kathy. Tabitha Edwards. Will me and Will be together? I do not do love predictions. And if anybody tells you that they're going to do an accurate love prediction, they're lying. Nobody can do a fully accurate love prediction because the other person has free will. I would say, Tabitha, take care of your own self first. Get your education. Get your mental health in order if it's not already. Deal with any past trauma. Get your finances in order. And never, ever, 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 ever let a man be dependent on you. It will drag you down. Be a fully formed, independent human person that can take care of all of your own responsibilities, and find another person that is a fully grown, independent, healthy person that won't drag you down. That's my advice. I'm 53 years old. I have a filter on, so if you say you look young, it's the filter. It's whatever the filter is they put on here when I turned it on. It is, you have to be able to live independently and never have someone depend on you, because that is, unless they, like, you marry somebody and they get sick, obviously that's different. But you don't want someone that's going to drag you down. You don't want to raise your husband. You do not want to raise your husband. And for all the women on here who are married and have been married for some time or have been previously married, chime in and let me know if you know what I mean by raise your husband. Annalie says yes. Yes. Robin says yes. Melanie, will I get a new job soon? All you can do is do the groundwork. Do the groundwork, and the path that opens up for you. This is what I tell people when they ask me that. If you are banging down a door and you're applying and you're trying to force your way, it's never going to work. You have to let it flow. Apply, follow up, and let it go. Apply, follow up, and let it go. Don't ever force it. Amen from Cardiac Rose. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of yeses. Lots of yeses. So, in this book, You Are the Universe, so I was going to talk about science and mediumship. This one talks a lot about subatomic particles and you being connected to the universe. So the subtitle is Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. So for those who don't understand, we are literally made from stars that exploded billions of years ago. I have this on a podcast on the Somebody Like You channel on YouTube. I explain all of this. I've had it in videos here. Stars explode, they make clouds of gas and dust, new stars form, our sun, and then the planets form, and then we form. So we are connected physically to the universe. And those subatomic particles that I was talking about earlier are how we communicate. Mediums communicate with loved ones in spirit through the atomic particles that are actually quanta of energy. Just little packets of energy. Kind of like a photon of light coming from this light bulb here in my lamp. A photon of light, you can't capture it. It's energy. It can just keep going and going and going. B wants to know, be kind. Do I need to change course? So, if you are asking me that question, you probably already know the answer. If you're already thinking about changing course, it's okay to change course. You don't have to do a dramatic full 180 overnight, but you can make small steps. Like I started my mediumship business while I was working 2 other jobs. I had a full-time job and a part-time job, all in science. And I started my mediumship business, and I only, for a long time, gave readings on Saturdays. That has now morphed into me working my part-time science job at home and my mediumship at home full-time. And I make content, so, to help with my, get clients off social media and stuff. When I do readings in lives, it helps. Oh, Rosie's watched me on Facebook. Oh, yay. I am going to be doing more lives on my Facebook. So Peaceful Nik the Medium Facebook. I've got 700 and something people over there only. So I'm trying to build that. Oh yeah, be kind. Yeah, that's the problem right now. Got to find something lucrative. I think a lot of people are struggling with that. Oh, you're welcome, Cardiac. Through Kathy. Oh, I don't know why, Rosie, but it blocked through Kathy. This app. So weird. Oh, I got into the Creator Fund finally. It took forever. So I had a viral video a couple years ago, and it's about mosquitoes. So it's got 2.5 million views. Has nothing to do with my niche. But I could have gotten in the Creator Fund a long time ago, and I just didn't join it. And then I tried to join it, and I didn't have enough views, I guess. And now I finally got 100,000 views this month. So, yeah. I would love to dig more into mediumship. I teach one-on-one classes. I teach group classes. I have tons of information on my YouTube channel, Peaceful Nik the Medium. I've got about 1,100 and something people there. And I'm telling you the number of subscribers and followers because there's a lot of duplicates of mediums and other people. And I just want you to know to get on the right one. But I have a lot of videos. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel. That's how I started as an empath, Rosie. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel, Peaceful Nik the Medium. And it's called, go to the playlist, and it's called Mediumship Information and Learning. And there's 2 to 3 minute videos and there's 2-hour videos. Yeah, being an empath, Rosie, is it is a double-edged sword, because the bad part is you feel things so deeply and you feel it of others. The good thing is you feel the good things deeply. So it is a double-edged sword. Yes, I do mediumship readings on live. Tooth Queen Morgan, I do. You cry a lot, Rosie. You have to put up a boundary. So this is something I had to learn, because I, for a while, was almost homebound because I had severe social anxiety because I didn't know I was a medium. I didn't know I was an empath. And like going to a mall was a freaking nightmare. Let's see what time it is. Probably in a couple minutes, Faithy Poo. I know you've been waiting, honey. It was a nightmare to go. So when I became a medium, I had to learn emotional boundaries. So that's what I had to learn. I had to realize to save my own energy and block out other people's emotions, because that's the problem with being an empath. You feel the emotions of everyone around you. So I like to put up a wall of mirrors facing away from me, all around me, a wall of mirrors, all the way around me, face it away. Yeah, it is hard. Oh, thank you, Faithy. Thank you, thank you. Wonderful. So nobody has questions about why science improves mediumship? These are the books if you're interested. If you want to screenshot them. These are some that you could start. This is the new one. The Afterlife Frequency just started. I'm in like the 2nd or 3rd chapter. Yeah, Rosie, you can peacefulnik, Nik the medium.com, or peacefulnikthemedium@gmail.com. And you can go through the link in my bio. So just a reminder, some of the things I have coming up. If you've lost a loved one to suicide, I have a small group Zoom meeting September 13th. That's on my website. It's only $25. It's a gallery style. I'll be doing readings there. So it's a smaller group than on here, probably 8 or 10 people or so. And then I'll do, oh, hi, Scotty. I don't know if that's really you. Or a faker, because sometimes there's fakers. But if it is you, hello, I'm so happy you're here. We should go live together. I would love to go live together. I just finally got in the Creator Fund. On September 19th, Kathy Behrens and I, hi Braxton, Kathy Behrens and I have the Spirit Exchange. September 19th, it's a 90-minute Zoom gallery with both of us. And the a la carte version is only $25. Addiction Loss Zoom gallery with just myself is October 10th. That's also on my website. Oracle card and spiritual guidance one-on-one readings on my website, and email oracle cards also on my website, and regular mediumship readings. So if you are interested in that or one-on-one classes, there's a bunch of stuff on there, peacefulnik and nikthemedium.com. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you. Kathleen, I visualize a bubble shield around me. Yep. I'm an empath that works in the hospital. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine. Yeah, the bubble shield works. Hi, NorCal Mama. La Mama Margarita. Let's do a couple of card pulls. And then I'll see if I can connect to Spirit. Let's do, if you want a card pull, I'm only going to do a couple. Put a star emoji. Card pull, star emoji. I'll do a couple of card pulls. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that I'm on the East Coast now, because when I lived on the West Coast and I would go live at 7:30, it would be 10:30 East Coast. And I could get so many more people on here. But now in the West Coast, it's 5:08. People are driving home from work. So I'm missing out on a huge portion of the country. All right, pull a card, pull a card. Ah, yes, I do, Faithy. I do. I will. All right, let's see. Let's see, Kathleen Jr. Card for Kathleen Jr. Card for Kathleen Jr. What does Kathleen need to hear? Oh. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Look how pretty that is. Number 9. Look at those pretty colors. All right, number 9. Kathleen Jr. So let me know if 9 resonates. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Resourcefulness, saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance, just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose. No matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. If you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It's not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. So, balance, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. Okay, so Kathleen Jr., let me know if that resonates with you. Hi, Turtle Cat. How are you? Thank you for the gifts, Miss Tennessee. And I think just. Something weird is happening. Okay, so let me know if that resonates with you. All right, let's see. Give me another star. Give me another star. Give me another star. Let's see. I love doing the card pulls, and I love when people say that, yes, you've been through a life change. Yes, wonderful. Good, I'm glad. So balance, balance. Look out for the synchronicities. Kelly, you're going to do great. So I have some students on here. I have a class Wednesday, and they're going to be doing some readings with strangers that they don't know. And so I'm super excited. I really put my students through a lot of hard work. So learning mediumship is hard work. You have to really be diligent. Okay, let's see. Tooth Queen Morgan. Let's just, oh, that was fast. Tooth Queen Morgan. Will-o'-the-Wisp, number 62. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Okay, so you can screenshot that if you would like. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Okay. Tooth Queen Morgan. Number 62. Faith, wait, just wait for me. Will of the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery, epiphany. Will o' the Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, into the unknown. You may have been... Oh, I lost the line, sorry. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft poison or golden cage, that you realize you must be more. Will-o'-the-Wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you have to sacrifice certainty in pursuit of adventure. Your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? So, it's about getting out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Let me know. Oh, she said, wow, already. Let me know if that resonates. I guess it does. Awesome. All right. One more card read. One more card read. And then I'm going to try to get Faithy Poo a reading, a mediumship reading. I shuffled it. I think it was 62. Let me look. Yeah, 62. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Let's see. Put a star, put a star, put a star. Oh, I have that backwards. Put a star, put a star. I don't have a list, Braxton. I don't have a list. You are so welcome. Just put a star. And I'm just picking whoever's name Spirit guides me to. For me, when I see a name, it'll stick out to me. That's how Spirit works for me. It's called a snag. Like if I'm getting ready to do a reading, a mediumship reading, and I walk past the television before I come do my meditation, and there's an ad for going to see camels in the Sahara Desert, sometimes that's a snag. We call that a snag, where it brings your mind to that. Spirit's like, oh, remember that camel. Mention it in the reading. And I'll tell you, 99% of the time, those snags are really important in readings. All right, Alyssa Sanchez. Did you see that, Alyssa? Horseman, number 30. Beautiful card. Herald of Change. All right, Alyssa. Number 30. Horseman. Let me know if you understand 30, if that means anything. Good news. Caution. Herald of Change. When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, though, use extreme caution. If you heed his warnings, all will turn out well. So let me know, Alyssa, if that, hi Malika, if that resonates with you. Okay, let's see. Where's Faithy Poo? I'm afraid I'm going to become one of those people who buy 1,000 different decks of cards because I do have a slight plant addiction. I have so many plants in my house. It's embarrassing. I have fresh air, though. Malika, I am not the person to help you locate those things, but Miss Molly Knows is the founder of Lost Items. Follow her. I don't know if she's still on here. She was on here earlier. Miss Molly Knows. She is the finder of Lost Items. Contact her. Follow her. She does lives all the time. She also does private Foleys. It's called Foley. Thank you, Alyssa. Oh, I'm glad. Is Faithy Poo still here? Hang on. No more stars right now. Oh, I hope she's still here. Dang it. Oh, hi, Faithy Poo. I don't know if I have this live set to ask you to join. I don't know if I did that correctly or not. See if you can request to join. I don't know. Yeah, that's right, Kelly. I know. They're taking over. I brought all these up here to the upstairs, and when I got stuck in California last month because of that Delta outage, I lost a couple. They died. Yeah, you can just comment. Okay, Faithy Poo. I'm going to try to do a mediumship reading for you. I have a male in spirit that would be a contemporary and with a tragic loss. You can just give me a yes or no, everybody. Can you please spell her ID out? I don't know what you mean, Malika. Oh, Miss, M-I-S-S, Molly, M-O-L-L-Y, Knows, K-N-O-W-S. Oh, Tooth Queen Morgan. I wonder if this is for you. Okay. Hang tight, Tooth Queen Morgan. So this happens sometimes on lives, especially because I already talked to you. This may be for you. Okay. Faith, can you hang on and let me see who this gentleman is for Tooth Queen Morgan? Was this a partner, friend, brother, cousin, Tooth Queen Morgan? Can I just call you Morgan? And I'll come back to Faith. Brother. Okay. And now, did this have anything to do with a pew-pew? I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get, taken off of here. Either it was how he passed or there was one of those things there. Correct. Okay. And then was there something with illegal substances involved as well? I'm so glad you're a fast typer because sometimes the comments take forever. I knew I was let you go. Thank you. He said, don't worry. He said, I didn't feel a thing. He said, you've been worried about that with him, with someone else. Okay. He said, don't worry, I didn't feel a thing. And he's making me feel like you were afraid that he suffered and you were afraid that he felt alone. And he wants you to know that and I get this from Spirit all the time, no one dies alone. They may physically be alone. They may have been left somewhere. People may have taken off, whatever. As soon as, and even sometimes before your body stops working, your soul can release itself from the body before the body completely stops working. You hear this in operating room tales where people have near-death experiences. Their body's still working, but their soul has started to leave the body, and they're immediately greeted. Do you understand being worried about him, feeling alone, or suffering? And no comments every time this happens. The comments disappear. 1000%. Thank you. He wants you to know, no, I wasn't. I was not suffering, and I was not alone. And he's showing me the scene, and I don't want to, hi Queenie, go into details about that. Did you or someone get a tattoo in his honor? And then he's talking about his name. I don't know if somebody got a tattoo with his name, got named after him. He keeps saying name, say my name. Do I see the other person there? No, I do not. I just see red stuff. I debated with a tattoo for me. Okay, so they'll say this when they're like, it's fine, get it. You named your son after him. Okay, thank you. It's fine, get the tattoo if you want. It's an honor, and he is grateful that you named your son after him. And does he, if your son's toddler age, or when he was toddler aged, did he ever talk to your brother? Did you feel like he was communicating with him? And your brother makes me feel like, I think so. And I was just gonna say, he looks like him. Okay, because I can see his face on his face, and they do that when they look like them. Okay, so he wants you to know, most importantly, you're doing a great job, and he keeps saying, don't make the same mistakes I did, or don't let him make the same mistakes I did, something to that effect. Don't repeat the pattern. Don't repeat the pattern. So he wants you to know. Oh, okay. He's talking about you. Okay. Yeah, just don't repeat the pattern. Okay. Don't do what he did. Correct. Know that he loves you, and he's guiding you, and he wants you to listen. He's telling you. He's like, you're not listening. You're not listening. So make sure that you follow the straight and narrow. And he's making me feel like the way he wants you to live is the way he would make fun of other people for a living. I'm so sorry, honey. Well, I'm glad you were led here to get this message. He wants you to, he's like, live a nerdy life, live a dorky life, live a life where you're, home in bed in your pajamas by 8. Don't go do, he's saying, that song, Take a Ride on the Wild Side? I think it was Motley Crue. I don't know how old you are. You might be too young for that, but don't take a ride on the wild side. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I want to send you love from your brother, and just know that he's safe and at peace, and he just wants you to know he did not suffer, and he was not alone. And thank you for allowing me to connect with him. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Faithy Poo, for sake of time, can you just tell me who you want to connect with? You can just give first name. Now, be careful on these things. Don't give a lot of private information. Oh, thank you, Queenie. All my information is on my website, Peaceful Nik and Nik the Medium. Okay, your mom, Kristen. Oh, what'd I do? It keeps blocking your comments, Faithy. I don't know why. Okay. She keeps showing me, I don't know why. This could be literal or symbolic, okay? She's showing me cornbread. Now, cornbread can be literal cornbread. It can be symbolic of a family recipe. It can be symbolic of Southern food. Whenever I connect with somebody who would have, even if you didn't live in the South and you made that dish. So let me know if you understand a specific family recipe or cornbread. Yes, she would make that all the time. Okay, perfect. First thing she showed me. Now, do you try to make that recipe and it never turns out like hers? She keeps saying, and if it's not you, it might be somebody else in your family who keeps trying to make her recipe, but she keeps saying, use your hands when you cook. Use your bare hands when you cook. Something about the salt in the hands. I've never really tried to make it. Okay, so maybe she's telling you, try to make it. Okay. She wants to use your bare, I don't know why. Moms say this to me a lot when I give readings. Use your bare hands when you cook. Something about the minerals and salt in your skin. And she's also talking about, and again, this just could be, again, family recipe, but I feel like she's showing me like beans and rice or somewhere like that because, or somewhere where they would make this type of food. Me like beans and rice or somewhere like that because, or somewhere where they would make this type of food. Hello, everyone. Me like beans and rice or somewhere like that because, or somewhere where they would make this type of food. Hello, everyone. Or something. Let me know. And then she's showing me a fabric with stitches on it. That could mean that doesn't resonate. Okay. Do you have something she crocheted, knitted, sewed, a piece of fabric that, you know, maybe your baby blanket or a christening dress or something? Oh, it's lagging. Okay. Do you have a, I don't know what's happening. Do you have a grandmother in spirit? Because I wonder if she's bringing forward somebody else. Something's happening. Can you guys see me? Else. Something's happening. Can you guys see me? Oh, you're great. Hold on. I'm still here. I'm plugging in. I don't know why my screen's going dark. I don't know what's happening, but it's going live will end. Hold on, I'm here. I'm here, just, it does that after an hour. It makes you verify. Okay. Am I back? So it's your great grandma. So they bring each other through. So that makes sense. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Well, but Moni, I've only been on here an hour. So that doesn't make sense. I see people on here 4 or 5 hours sometimes. I'm like, how do you do that? Okay, but I'm back. All right. So I see people on here 4 or 5 hours sometimes. I'm like, how do you do how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? Okay, but I'm back. All right. Okay, but I'm back. All right, so. Okay, but I'm back. All right, so. Okay, but I'm back. All right, so. Together. Cemetery, and some of them married and one of them cremated, or so, and it could be again. Sometimes we'll bring through a bunch of people. So I don't know if she's still here. I definitely am seeing. Am I still not? Can you guys hear me and see me? Your mom was cremated. Okay, so your great grandmama was. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's still lagging. I'm sorry. I don't know why, everyone. I have great Wi-Fi. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. Gosh, I just am getting this. I'm still connecting, Faithy. Just give me a second, because she's showing me. I just keep going to the casket, I guess, of your great grandmother. I don't know. Did you know your great grandmother? Not everybody knows their great grandmother. And were you at her funeral? Because I feel like she wants me to talk about her casket. Something happened with the casket. Somebody. Yeah, TikTok weird. No, you didn't know her. Okay. All right. Well, at least I feel like the answers are coming faster on here now that I turned the Wi-Fi off. Okay, so your mom is saying, okay, she's very proud of you. Do you know that? Hold on. She's saying a lot of things, and she's showing me other stuff. She's showing me some things that I don't know if they're my mind or if they go with you, and so that's why I'm a little hesitant to say it. I don't know if you answered my question earlier about. Okay. I keep seeing the southern United States, the South. Does that resonate? And this is the thing that could be my mind. And sometimes I'm not sure if it's me. Okay, so it's not that. Okay, because they are pulling me to the, on the map, they're showing me the south. And not your great-grandmother either, because they are being adamant about it. Or you have someone in the south that you need to contact. They do that as well. Like you have a cousin or friend or somebody that lives in the south that they want to get a message to. Okay, Deirdre, thank you. I don't know why. Now a lot of stuff's coming in. I don't know what's happening on here. All right, so your mom is very proud of you. And okay. I don't know if she's still here. I don't know what's happening. It makes it so hard when it lags. Hi, Energy Alchemist Jen. Hi, Kathy. You are still here. Okay. And then did you, okay, now I see, I think I know what she's saying. Your mom's ashes, were they put, or was somebody thinking about or putting them into a piece of jewelry or smaller containers, or in a tattoo or something? Were they, were part of them divided up and something else was done with them? Because I'm getting my symbol for that. Is my voice smaller containers? And yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thanks for being patient while all that weird stuff was happening with the app. So these are ways that they come through and give information to validate that I'm communicating with your loved ones in spirit. And she really wants to talk about the she's proud of you part of her message. She's worried that you feel like you're kind of lost and flailing and kind of like maybe directionless or needing guidance. Like you just need your mom to say, look, you're on the right path. This is the right thing. So she wants you to understand that you just have to breathe through it. Listen for her guidance. She will be there to guide you. She will always be there to guide you. And she's just worried that you're feeling a little lost. Do you understand feeling a little lost? She makes me feel like you need guidance. You need, I don't know, security. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So she wants you to know, breathe deep. Think of her, call her energy towards you, listen for her to say things to you, ask her direct questions, and just slow your mind down, slow your thoughts down, maybe start a meditation practice, and know that she'll be there. You can learn to listen for her. Again, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel, Peaceful Nik the Medium, under Mediumship Information and Learning that can help you with that. Definitely quiet your mind, slow down your thoughts, and know that she loves you and she's around you, and she keeps saying she's very proud of you. Okay? Thank you, Faithy Poo, for being patient while this app went all kinds of crazy. And the southern thing is just driving me crazy, but somebody said something about that. Oh, did she, Tooth Queen Morgan, did she make red beans and rice? Because she is showing me like those southern houses with the trees and the Spanish moss. I don't know if it's Savannah, New Orleans, somewhere in there. Let me know. They do that. I'm sorry, Faithy Poo. Yeah, it's hard when the reading gets interrupted. It's also hard when there's a bunch of people on here. Yeah, okay. Oh, South Carolina. Okay, that's close. Yeah, that's got all the same types of trees and stuff. Okay, so Maybe I was trying to force it, Faith. Persevering through the end. Yeah, to the good. Yeah, thanks, Kelly. Oh, she would cook red beans all the time. Okay. I've got to go check on hubby. He's got the flu. And I'm getting tired. And I appreciate everybody joining me. I finally got in the Creator Fund, so we'll see how that goes. I've got to learn about it and watch my videos. I started some new content about the afterlife frequency. Science proves mediumship is real. You are the universe, the field. You're welcome, Tooth Queen Morgan. And Kathleen Jr. You are all very welcome. I will have a bunch of new videos coming out over the next couple of weeks about science and mediumship and answering some questions off of some of my videos that I already posted. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I'll be live again maybe in a week or so. Have a good night. Bye.